Oh my gosh. Oh wow, look, it's here. It's actually here. The Midland Pullman, also known as the Blue Pullman by Bachmann. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's finally here. Just look at this. This is sheer, pure awesomeness. There's no words to describe it. Here we go. The 6-car set in Nanking blue, DCC fitted. And it doesn't end there. It's got lights working on the tables, it's got lights working down the whole unit, it's got lighting in the cab, it's got front and rear directional lighting. There's a special sort of proprietary connector that transfers the power and the signals to each unit. It's the full 6-car set, and this is the one with the blue end. I've only just picked this up. I've literally just picked this up today, and I've had loads of work to do, and it's been killing me because I've not been able to play with it and open it and look at it. So you're going to join me in opening this up for the first time. This is quite a moment. You should have seen me driving home in the car. I had it on the front passenger seat like it was a newborn baby or something. It was ridiculous. But yes, a lot of people have been waiting to see this. This is one awesome set. The Midland Pullman. Oh, just look at that. What a nice package. What a nice box. It's huge. And it weighs an absolute ton. It's just so beautiful how they've put the actual text. They've used the exact font on the box there. And they've even got the crest. Oh, wow. It's just... Oh, Bachmann, you've done it again. You've just blown us away with just pure awesomeness. This is boss. This set is just... Right, just open it, Will. Okay? Okay, so I'm not too sure how to open it. Whoa, look at that. This is just like when I opened the Class 221 Voyager, except obviously there was only 5 boxes, one of them was a dummy. Oh gosh, I don't want to damage anything. I've got to be so gentle. The first one's always going to be the hardest. Okay. Wow, just not the tripod. Look, there she is. Locked away in ice. Frozen for eternity, like a woolly mammoth or something. But we're going to get her out, we're going to defrost her. What's the next one? This is obviously going to be one of the coaches. Now, they have to go in a certain order. You'll notice that the coaches are all marked. Look, that's coach A. There we go. This camera doesn't focus as well as the other one. And then, what's this? Oh, that's coach C. So they have to go in a specific order, a very specific order. And you have to apparently really make sure that they're properly connected together, so that the signals can pass from coach to coach and it all lights up properly and it all works properly. Oh God, it's just such an incredible set. What's this? Coach B? Gosh, is that the buffet? Is that the buffet coach? Does it even have a buffet coach? All I know about the Blue Pullman is that it was a luxury diesel express service which started in 1960 and ran till about 1973, I think. Yeah, it was about 1973. And it was the inspiration for the HST. Oh wow, that's the other unit. And this is quite special because I've just noticed how heavy this is. This weighs a ton as well, and there's a reason for that. Twin motors. Oh yes, there's a motor in that power car and there's a motor in that power car. So it's just like a HST. It really was the inspiration for the HST, the Intercity 125, but unlike Hornby's Intercity 125, we've got actual proper powered motors in each end, pushing and pulling the whole train around. Oh gosh, I can't, my voice can't go any higher. I'm just so excited. I cannot wait to put it on the track and see what it's like. And then this coach is coach E. Right, so A, B, C, D, E, and an F, I presume, as well. A, B, C, I don't know. What's this we've got? Okay, let's have a look. I'm not expecting there to be any accessories or anything. I'm pretty sure it's fitted. Everything you're going to get is fitted. The Midland Pullman. Location of the power car, body screws, programming the decoder, body removal. Requires running in for half an hour in each direction. Oh, but don't worry, I'll look after it. We'll let it warm up just nicely. Running on a DC layout. No. We're going to run it on a DCC. And there you go, look. It shows you exactly how to line it all up. So yeah, the other power car is Coach F, essentially. And it's got to be in that order. And then on the other side, lots of technical stuff. So, oh wow, fitting lamp covers. Oh, of course. So there is additional stuff to put on. There are loads of additional accessories. They're just going to be in like the top or the bottom of the units. Okay, I'm going to need more room for this. I'm going to need, seriously, loads of room. Let's put the... Look at that. Just how beautiful is that? Bachmann. How do you do it? Okay, right. So Coach C, we don't need that just yet. Coach D, we don't need that just yet. Coach B, no, we don't need that. And this is Coach E, we don't need that either. So they're the 4 coaches. And so here are the power cars. So it makes sense to open one of these power cars first, doesn't it? I can hear a plane going over, but I don't even care. I'm just going to keep recording because this is just too important to stop and start again. So I'm going to get out power car A first. Here we go. Wow, what is all that? Look at all that stuff in the top. There's just so much stuff. Okay, so we slide off the like the little protective shield thing. And there it is. Wow, I've touched it. I've touched the Blue Pullman, Midland Pullman. Oh my gosh, and metal handrails as well. Right, okay, so how do we open this baby up? Here we go. So you flick this out. So make sure you're holding it carefully. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. We'll look at the accessories in a second. Oh gosh. Wow. It's beautiful. It's exquisite. See, there's the crest that's on the box. Are the buffers sprung? Of course they are. And it's got NEM couplings. Okay, so far we've only looked at the front of one unit and it's 10 out of 10. It's perfect. This is going to be good. This is going to be very good. So we've got actual metal handrails all the way down the top of the roof there. Well, are they handrails? I presume they are for like maybe lifting off the panels, maybe for maintenance or to help you get up onto the top. I don't know. I only know that it was a service that ran out of London over to the West Country and up to Manchester in the 60s. And by 73, unfortunately, it was too uneconomical to run. It wasn't making money, and people were preferring to fly instead and travel on Mark 1 in first class coaches, on Mark 3 coaches and Mark 2 coaches and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I know about the Blue Pullman. I will put in the description loads of additional information and links for you to check out, and so you can read all about it. But so far, wow, I mean, just look. DCC on board. It's all fitted. There's nothing you need to do. We don't need to put any chips in. We don't need to fit any lights. We don't need to do a thing. It's all done for us, which is absolutely fantastic. So we've got metal handrails there as well. Oh gosh. And even the actual bit that's like the door handle. And then the text there says load is something distributed. Okay. The crest again appears a bit further down. Again, metal handrails. Look at that bogey detail. So, is that powered? No. Is that powered? No. So where's the motor? No, the motors must be in the end, because these weigh a ton. But yeah, so these bogies must be powered then. Oh, do you know, I'm not sure. I don't know. We're just going to have to find out, aren't we? You're going to have to bear with me. I'm in new territory here, guys. You're going to have to, and girls, sorry. You're going to have to bear with me, and we're going to have to see. But look at that coupling. Look at that proprietary coupling. Can you see that? Look how you've got to make sure that that's connected properly to transfer all the lights and the power and the signals from unit to unit. And you've got to really make sure it's proper connected, really send it home and make sure it's connected properly, otherwise you might get problems and errors. Just look at the detail. I've never seen anything like it. It just, well, I can't go to 11 out of 10, I'm afraid. That's technically impossible, but it feels like you should. And look at that. Is that the horn? Is that where the horn goes? I don't know. It looks like it, doesn't it? The way you've got like a little grill on the front there. Okay. Seriously heavy unit. Seriously highly detailed. And there's even a fan. Okay, if that spins, I swear I am just going to scream at the top of my voice, because that would just blow me away. I kind of hope it doesn't, so that I can just live with it and keep calm. Something tells me it probably will. This is just one unit, people. This is just one unit. There's 6. And I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. Let me just ever so carefully put it down over there. And let's have a look at what accessories it came with, shall we? I've waited for twilight as well, by the way. I've waited for, if I just, well, I don't usually do this, but watch, if I just pan the camera to outside, you can see that the sun is starting to go down. And I've waited for that deliberately, because I want to show you the lights in all the units, you see, and obviously you're going to see them better in the dark. Well, not the complete dark, you know, not pitch black, but certainly you don't want it to be too bright, do you? So what have we got in here then? What are those? Those look like screws. Those look like lots of tiny little screws. Is that a blanking plate? Ah, yes, gosh, 2 blanking plates. They look like 21-pin DCC blanking plates. So what are they then? Are they for the chips? Because I'm pretty sure it's all done. What are those? I don't know. I'm gonna have to. They're horns. Look, they're the horns. Are they? Yeah, they look like it. They look like air horns. Whoa! Are those? Those look like what were they called now? I can't believe I've just looked that up and I've forgotten already. Lamp covers. They're lamp covers. Different coloured lamp covers. How interesting. Right, I'll go get some scissors and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. I've got some scissors, so obviously I'm going to have to be careful. Don't want to cut my fingers off or anything like that. And if you're underage, make sure you get someone to help you with this bit. But there we go, that was simple enough. Okay, I'm going to be dead careful, don't worry. Really careful, don't want to lose anything. So we've got a little bag of the world's tiniest screws. I'm not too sure what they're for, but I'm sure it's explained in the instructions. They look like air horns and lamp covers to me, along with something else, which is maybe just a bit of additional detail. Okay, and then what have we got here? Right. This looks like it's something to do with the DCC chips, maybe. I'm not too sure, but I'm guessing these are what the screws are for. So I'll have to come back to those in a second. I'm really not too sure about these long... Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. I know what these are. These were explained to me in the shop. I'll come back to them. And then, yes, these are... Well... What are they? They're not the chips, are they? I'm pretty sure they're not the chips. I'm pretty sure they're blanking plates. I'm pretty sure that they are 21-pin DCC blanking plates. because it's a DCC fitted. We saw that just a second ago. See? So it's DCC on board, the DCC stuff is already fitted, it's already done. So if you want to make it DC, then you would have to take the chip out and put the blanking plates in, and job's a good one. But we don't need them, so I'll put those to one side. I'll get rid of this plastic. We don't like plastic. So yeah, these are for uncoupling the units. They're a special tool to allow you to uncouple the unit. And you basically slide this, well, obviously when there's two units here, it'll be easier to show you, but you slide this between them and uncouple them. It does that for you nice and safely. So yes, that's what those are for. I'm not too sure why they've given us two, but that's very nice, very generous. So yes, that's what they do. So let's just have a quick flick through the manual again and see if there's anything I missed. Order removal, DCC decoder. This model is a 21 pin, it's fitted, yeah. Each power card is supplied and fitted with decoders. If removing a decoder and replacing with a DC blanking plug, note that the decoder blanking plug fits so that the black contact is uppermost. Control of the lights, oh here we go, look at this, directional lights, table lights, cab lights, and internal lights as well there. The order of the cars. The cars of the unit must be arranged in the order shown, the cars labelled A to F on their sides. May be preferable to connect each half, A, B, C, D, and okay, together, and then join the two halves together on the track. Yep, that sounds good. There's no electrical connection between the two halves of the train. Okay, that's interesting. So basically the first half of the train is like a little mini unit, and the second half of the train is its little self-contained unit. That's quite interesting. Coupling and uncoupling, use the tool provided. See, there we go. Use the tool provided to assist both coupling and uncoupling. Programming the DCC decoder, running on a DC layout. We recommend a smooth DC controller. Do not use with an electronic track cleaner. If necessary, remove DCC decoders and replace with the blanking plugs. Uncoupling tip. To uncouple, insert tool into clip of coupling and twist to release. Wow. Okay, well I'll demo that for you later, he says, hoping he doesn't break anything or do anything bad. Coupling tip. Connect each half train together, A, B, C and D, E, F, locate on track, and use coupling tool as a support. And carefully push cars together. Okay, that all sounds straightforward. That sounds fine, doesn't it? We can cope with that, yes. We don't need a science degree or anything. Okay, right, I'll leave that over there for 1 second, and I'll have a look at car B. Now this is the, well, it looks like a buffet car to me. Doesn't it to you? Yeah, it looks like a buffet car. Look at the way the windows are blanked out there. So if we just carefully... Oh, can we get this out? Here we go. Here we go. It's coming out. It's coming out. There we go. So put that... Well, I'll put it back out of shot, shall I? That's nice and tidy, isn't it? Oh yeah, we didn't find out what those were for, did we? Are they for the chips? I'm not too sure what they're for. I'll tell you what, I'll just find out what those are for, and then I'll come back in a second. I won't be a second. Okay, I'm back. I found out what they're for. I rang Richard at Trident Trains, which is the fantastic model railway shop I did a video on ages ago, and that's where this set came from, incidentally. This Blue Pullman came from Trident Trains, and I've just rang Richard there, and he says that, yeah, it's quite straightforward. These two little black casing moulds are for speakers. They're for the speakers. You can fit sound to this. I mean, like it needs anything else. You can fit sound to it as well, and that's what these are for. So these are very kindly put in by Bachmann, and that's what the screws are for. So they're speaker mounts. They're for the speakers. I'm running out of words to say because it just keeps blowing me away. Right, so where were we? Yes, we were about to take a look at this buffet coach, weren't we? Coach B. Now, am I going to look at each individual coach? No. I think I'll look at the coach after this, and then we'll maybe have a quick gander at the other units, the other power car, because I think the coaches are going to be pretty similar. But this is quite special, isn't it? This is the buffet coach. Now there's no accessories with this one, but I'm quite happy with that because I don't think we need any more, do we? Let's get rid of that plastic. Okay, so the power car's over there. So this is Coach B. Yep, there we go. You can see it says Coach B just there. Just wait for the camera to focus. So there we go. Coach B, Pullman. There's the crest as well. Metal handrails, detail on the end. There's the proprietary coupling. Look at that. How fancy is that? Gonna have to be very careful, aren't I? And look at the under unit detail. Are you getting this? Is the camera picking this up? Because I can only see it through the viewfinder, you see, which is this really rubbish little screen. But if you're watching this on your computer or your iPad or your smart TV or whatever you're watching it on, I hope it looks good. I hope it's doing it justice because it's just absolutely incredible. But look at that exhaust as well. Wow, that's so realistic. I just wish that it actually had great plumes of black smoke coming out of it as it went around the layout. And again, see, proprietary coupling there, proprietary coupling there. So this Coach B basically would have to go there, like that. And it's quite particular about how it needs to be set up. So let's have a look at Coach C. Is this Coach C? No, that's Coach D. There's just so many. There's so many. Right, so this is Coach C. So if I just get Coach C out, and let's have a look at this. Yes, this looks like a normal standard coach, doesn't it? Now the whole train was first class, basically. The entire train was first class. I think that, I don't know if that was changed at any point in its future, during its life. I don't know if at any point they changed that, but it was a luxury train. The whole train was luxury. That's what it was designed to do. But that was sadly one of the reasons for its demise. You know, it became too costly to run. It was too uneconomical. It wasn't making enough money, which is a real shame. A real shame. But what's an even bigger crime is that none of them were preserved. Why? Whose decision was that? I mean, just look how iconic this train is. Just look how incredible that looks. How amazing this is. Yet nobody felt to preserve it. That's just criminal. They need their, you know, they need locking away for life, for being so short-sighted. We would have loved a preserved one. So again, tons of detail around the end, and that is just mind-blowing. Actually, can you see that? Just wait for the camera to focus. There's actually piping coming out of the end of the unit there and going underneath. I've never seen that on any coach. As I've just said to Richard at Trident Trains, where this came from, this sets a new standard. It really does. The quality is just, it's so stunning. I mean, just look at all those little table lamps, and they all light up. They all light up. I'm just trying to see if we can see the lighting strip in the roof, because that lights up too. But yeah, all those table lamps light up, and you can even see the chairs. To be honest, my only criticism is you can't actually see little people and meals and wallets and everything else. Come on, Bachmann. You know, get your act together. We want to see people sat down, tucking into a roast dinner, drinking a glass of wine. That's the next step, surely. And could they be animated, please, so that you actually see them lift the wine and drink it? Come on, you can do it. That'd be great. That's the only way I can be critical, because it just blows me away. It's impossible to criticize anything else. It's that amazing. We've got the same metal handrails as we saw on the first unit, just repeated down the length of the train. It's just quality, and the paintwork as well. If I just show you the paintwork, it's absolutely spot on. It's really tactile as well. It's dead nice to touch. And look at that, look at the finish to it. There's no blemishes, there's no missed bits, there's no bits of plastic hanging off. As I said to Richard a bit ago, yeah, try and change it. It sets a new precedent. It's just a new standard of making models. This is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So there we go. We've opened 3 units now. The lead power car, the second unit, which is the buffet. I think it's the buffet. And then a normal coach. So I'm pretty sure that everything else is the same. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look. So this is coach D. So that would go after this one there, like that. But I don't think I need to get it out because it's more or less the same thing. However, this is slightly different. This is coach E, and you can see the end of the unit is slightly different, just like the buffet one was. But I don't know if it's a buffet or whether it's where the toilets were or something. I don't know. I never actually rode on one. But yeah, that unit's slightly different. And then obviously to finish the whole set off, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. This is what finishes it off. The other power car. So if I just get this out, again nice and gently, that seems to be the best way, to put your fingers in the end like that. Slide it out. Here we go. It's really heavy again. Really heavy. This is obviously, well, as I said a bit ago, it's powered. It's got a motor in it. So gently does it. I really do feel privileged, by the way, to have this. I do feel very lucky, and I'm very appreciative of Richard at Trident Trains for holding on to this for me. It was pre-ordered a while ago, and I've been waiting months and months and months, and I've finally been able to get it. So here it is, and this is the final power car. So this would go at the end of the train, over there. Oh, I didn't notice that on the other one. Oh yeah, we've got a hole there for the exhaust, I presume, something maybe. Yeah, yes, it's like an exhaust, isn't it? Now, as I say, if that fan spins, well, I say I'm going to scream, but I can't get my voice up that high, but I'm going to scream inside. So metal handrails again. Little lamps on the tables there that light up, metal handrails down the door there at the back of the unit, lots of end of unit detail, lots of under unit detail, lots of bogie detail. Is there even cab detail? Yes, there is. There's even detail in the cab. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sprung buffers, NEM couplings, like you're going to couple it to anything else. You could probably take those out, to be honest, and make it really realistic, because I don't think you need that there, do you? I don't think so. You're not likely to couple it up to anything else. But it's there if you wanted to. Little window wipers, and look again at that magnificent crest. Just let the camera focus. As I say, this new camera is HD, but it doesn't focus as quickly as my old one. Okay, you know what's coming next, and you've been waiting for it and thinking, shut up, the whole time. So I will not perpetuate this torture any longer. I will put you out of your misery and set the whole thing up on the track, and we'll get it running. Okay, so here I am at the layout, ready to put our Blue Pullman on. Now, apologies for the light. It's artificial now. The light outside is gone, so all the lighting is artificial. So that's not perfect, but on the plus side, it is going to let us see the interior lighting really well, because I can dim artificial lighting, whereas I'm not quite powerful enough to control the sun yet. So that will be cool later on. We should be able to see all the table lamps and stuff. Okay, now I have followed Bachmann's instructions, and I have coupled the units in groups of 3. So we've got coach A, B, C together, and we've got coaches D, E, F together as well. And they recommend that you do that before you put them on. So I shall put on the back half of the train first, and then I can push it out of the way, and we can put the front half of the train on, and then couple the two together. And this little thing this little tip they have here about using the coupling tool to help you couple them together is really good. If you basically just put that behind, if you rest it behind the back of the coupling, when you slide the other coupling in to get it to connect, basically you holding that there stops you from just pushing the coupling out of the way. It provides some resistance so that the couplings do properly, connect, and you send them home, and yep, everything's tickety-boo. So that's a really good tip, so thank you for that. That did help. It was still a little bit fiddly. It was, if I'm honest, it was still quite tricky to do, and I was absolutely scared out of my mind I would snap something or break something. But if you just take your time and don't rush it, then you should be fine. So let's get the second half of the train on first, which is here. My gosh, now this is tricky to do. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Not quite. But it's really hard to hold 3 units all in one go. This is obviously a train that's designed to stay on your layout once it's been put on. And it's really heavy down one end too, so yeah, it's quite tricky. But what I'm going to do now is go down the whole length of this and make sure that all the wheels are on properly. So that's on, and that bogey's on too, and then let's just make sure that one's on. Yeah, that one's on as well, and then that one, and then the power car, make sure that's on. Yep, and then the very last bogey. Okay. Oh no, we've got a derailment. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the final power car, unit F, coach F, is on, coach E is on, and coach D is on. Brilliant. So we'll just push those out of the way, and the instructions were spot on. This coupling here is dead. It's a dummy coupling. It's obviously a coupling, but there's no metal, there's no contacts. It's just completely dead. So there's no transfer from this half of the train to the other half. There's no electrical transfer or signal transfer or anything. So I'm going to have to push this right out of the way, aren't I? So let's get it right out of the way down there. And time for the other half of the train. Okay. Gosh, I'm doing so much talking, I'm getting thirsty. Right, so this half of the train is on now. So let's just make sure that this is on properly. So one hand, fingers down each side, just give it a little wiggle, make sure that the flanges are hitting the rails and that it's on properly. And that one is too, and so is that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Okay, I think they're all on too. Let's just give them a check. Yes, excellent. Okay, so now what I need to do is to bring the other half of the train back in again and couple them together, and you're going to see me do that live on camera. But as I say, it's pretty straightforward. So here we go. Now, I wouldn't normally recommend, moving a train around the tracks unpowered, because it's normally not the thing to do. But in this case, we're only doing it a tiny little bit, and it's such a big special train, we've not got much choice really. We want to make sure we do it right, don't we? So let's see if that just couples together. Not quite. I'm going to have to use my little coupling tool to make sure that this coupling on this unit provides some resistance so that this one can lock in. It can lock into the little nook and cranny there. Let me just get this piece of track out of the way, seeing as I still haven't actually fixed that piece of track. So this is the little coupling tool. I'm just going to rest it behind. This is really tricky to do on camera, so I'm just going to rest it behind the coupler like that, and then bring the other one in, and there we go. Done. Okay, so I'm going to go get a drink and then I will come back in a second and we'll actually get it powered up and then running. Okay, I've had a quick drink, I've had a quick flick through the instructions and I'm ready to power it up, I think. Okay, now I've got several degrees of lighting available to me, so I'm going to turn a couple of them off and see if that makes any difference. Okay, so I'm going to kill the first load of lights now. Okay, so that's it, that's the first load of lighting gone. Now I think the second load of lighting might be a bit too far. Let's just see. Well, I'm going to show you the lights, aren't I? So I'm going to turn these off as well, which has made it quite dark. Ooh, scary. And I really want to show you the lighting. So, right, what shall I press first? Shall we experiment? Yeah, let's experiment. Okay, so I'm just going to push the function button first, okay, and see what happens. Are you watching? 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm going to have to just move the camera whilst it's still attached to the tripod to show you how cool that is. Look. And look how it's reflecting off the floor as well because it's shiny. That's just beautiful. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry at this rate. Right, okay, so let's get the tripod set up again, if we can, so that it sees as much of the train as possible. Yeah, we want to see the sides too. This is really hard. Okay, so if I press the function button again, I presume that's all just gonna go off. Yeah, it's gone. Right, so what happens when I press function and 1? Wow. Okay, so that's just table lamps. Look. That's just the table lamps. So function and 1 controls just the table lamps all the way down to the very end power car. Look. And then if I just hold the camera zoomed in and focused on those table lamps, and if I press function and 1 again, let me just properly mount the camera for you. Okay, so if I just press function and 1 again, I should be able to switch the table lamps off. Yeah. Right. Okay, great. So we know what the table lamps are. They are function and 1. So what does function and 2 do then? So function and 2. Flippin' heck. So that's the awesome cab lighting I see. Let's just zoom in on that. That's just beautiful. Can you see this? I hope this is coming through clear on your big screen monitor or your iPad or whatever you're watching it on. And if I go down to the other end too. So I'm presuming that pressing function and 2 is going to switch that off again then. So if I press function and 2, yeah. Right, and what does function 3 do? Nothing. And function 4? Nothing. Right, so it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to press function 0 again, which should turn everything on. Look at that. This is amazing. But can I still switch the cab lights on too? Can I put those on as well, or is it not going to let me do that? No, it's going to let me do that. That's fine, not a problem. Okay. What about the table lamps? Can I have the table lamps as well, or is that just being greedy? Not a problem. Table lamps are on too. So we've got interior lighting, table lamps, and cab lighting all lit up at the same time, as well as the directional lighting. Let's not forget that. Watch, if I just change direction, there we go. That's actually red. The camera's not displaying that very well, but that is red. And they are white. So, yeah. initial impressions. Oh, drunk camera. So yeah, first thoughts. Oh God, this is so hard. This is so hard. This is the hardest review I've ever done. I'm just blown away. This is luxury. This is absolutely beautiful. Can you see this? Just look how nice this train is. And what if I take the lighting down another level? That's just going to be stupid, isn't it? But I do have the power to take it down another level. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, I'm back, and this is our fancy little remote control wand. So if I just kill the lamp in the corner. Oh wow! Look at that! What a train! And if I just turn them off one by one, so I'll turn the big ones off first. So that's just left the table lamps, the really little tiny table lamps, which the camera is only just able to pick up, on, and the cab lighting on. And then if I turn the cab lighting off, oh no, wrong one, sorry, yeah, that's the table lamps, amateur. And then the cab lighting. Ah, oh, see, pitch blackness, nothing there. Don't worry, it's okay. Honestly, a train really is there. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And cab lighting too. Yeah, absolutely incredible. So I'm going to turn that corner lamp on again. Okay. How about that then? Are you happy with that? Is that romantic enough for you? Is that nice and soft and gentle? Is the champagne flowing? Are you ready to tuck into a gorgeous meal? This is just, oh, it's exquisite. It's mind-blowing. I'm in love. I really am in love. You should see my face. It's just grinning from side to side. Bachmann, you have come through for me. You've really well and truly raised the bar on this. You've blown us away. This is stunning. This is absolutely stunning. And we haven't she moves as well. She does move. She's a train, I forgot. But we haven't even got to that yet. Okay, let's give her a wiggle. Let's get it moving. Did you hear that? Did you hear that mechanism? Okay, right. This is going to be really hard for me to film because there's not very much light, and I may have to turn some additional lighting on in order to help the camera with its focus and stuff, but I'm going to do my best for you, okay? So let's get it going around the layout, and let's just see what she's like. Have you seen this? Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. I am still here, by the way. I just don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. It's exquisite. It's absolutely, it's just sheer perfection. That motor is so smooth. There's just this really, really nice hum coming from both ends as well, because obviously that end's powered, and then so is the end down here. And it's just like it's a HST going past or something. Ah, I'm in love. It's amazing. Just look at it. I'll get the camera up high so you can get a good view. Oh, I just cannot wait for this to run around the new layout. I think there's something catching on the level crossing there though. But I have been warned about the couplings. They are obviously quite unforgiving. You can't have a too tighter layout. Although this is 4th radius, so there's no problem there. And it's going over the points fine too. It's not had to actually go like off the main line yet, so that'll be interesting. But there's Hornby Express points over there, and it copes with them okay. There's no problem there, which is good. So I'm pleased to see that that's all okay. Okay, how about I put on a bit more ambient light so that we can actually see the paintwork and detail of the Blue Pullman a little bit better. Ta-da! There we go, as if by magic. As the train goes past my big, scary shadow. So yeah, we can see the paintwork a little bit better now, you see. We can see the detail of the actual locomotive, the actual train, because we've got a little bit more light, haven't we? But you can still see the illuminated table lamps. Oh no, they're off at the moment. You can still see the strip lighting. And obviously the lit cab ends as well. There's the Lego construction zone. It seems like they're coming on with that station very well. Yeah, making good progress there, that's good. Yeah, this Blue Pullman's incredible. She's still warming up, I'm afraid, so I can't get her going faster than that yet. She's at warm-up speed, which is at about 10 o'clock on the DCC controller. Yeah, it's not catching on the level crossing there. It's not a problem. She's beautiful, isn't she? She really is. Stunning detail, incredible lighting, brilliant motors, really, really smooth mechanism. I actually can't fault it. I can't. It's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Well done.